The Water-Newton hoard is a hoard of Roman silver from the 4th century, discovered near the Roman town of Durobrive at Water-Newton in Cambridgeshire, England, in 1975. The hoard consists of 27 silver objects and a small gold plaque. Due to inscriptions found on some of the objects in the collection, it has been suggested that they may have been used in a local church and therefore represent the earliest probable group of Christian liturgical silver found so far in the Roman Empire. The hoard was discovered during ploughing in February 1975, with several items damaged by the plough. It was probably buried by a resident of the nearby Roman fortified garrison town of Durobrive. There are 9 silver vessels. The remaining items are votive tokens, engraved and embossed with a labrum, the Chi-Rho cross, mostly triangular in shape. Larger items include jugs, bowls, plates, a strainer, and an unengraved 2-handled standing cup in the shape of a scale, later used as a chalice. Due to the importance of this find, it is now in the British Museum, with part of the original hoard on display until January 2019 at Peterborough Museum. The objects were saved from further damage by a tractor plough when metal detectorist with an interest in archaeology, Alan Holmes, spotted a large black metal vessel. He initially thought the vessels were lead or tin, but further investigation, in conjunction with local archaeologist John Peter Wild, revealed their true significance. The various finds were found in or on a large shallow silver vessel. The discoverer had stored the objects together and had not cleaned them. Scientific analysis by the British Museum has confirmed that they had lain together for centuries. The discoverer was able to determine the location of the treasure in the eastern part of the walled city of Durobrive. Some of the vessels were damaged, possibly by the plough, but 6 were more or less intact. Decorated silver jug, height 20.3 centimeters, maximum width 11.6 centimeters, weight 534 grams. Illustrated above, the jug is the most richly decorated, largely complete piece of the group, with acanthus leaf motifs in several areas and leaf scrolls. The only handle has become detached, a fragment of which was part of the hoard. The decorated jug has also proven difficult to date, although its shape has been compared to glass vessels from the late 3rd and early 4th centuries. One of the most significant finds from a dating point of view is a richly decorated, very thin and fragile hanging bowl, 19 centimeters wide, weighing 220.4 grams. Essentially only the lower part of a large but very thin shallow hanging bowl, intended to be seen from the outside and possibly used as a lamp or for burning incense. The decoration is repoussé on the outside, leaving the pattern in relief when viewed from the inside. Other fragments were also found, including hanging rings and pieces of chain, as well as parts of the rim. There are 9 zones of decoration and moldings. Several very similar bowls have been found in France and Ireland. The decoration may have imitated that of cut glass bowls. There are many similar examples, the Chauceret hoard, dating from the mid-3rd century. The piece is now displayed around a plexiglass base that demonstrates the original full dimensions. Silver bowl with engraving, height 11.5 centimeters, width 17 centimeters, weight 663 grams. Heavily damaged at the base on one side, the bowl is inscribed, below the base, the name Publianus, and around the rim a regular hexameter line, Sanctum Alter Tuum Domin Sub Nixus Honoro, engraved together with 2 monograms Chi-Rho. The exact context of the inscriptions has been debated, but O Lord, I, Publianus, trusting in you, honor your holy altar or church. The bowl is therefore marked as a votive offering and links the hoard to a church or perhaps to the private chapel of a large house. Although this is not like other ancient chalices known for Christian worship, it may indeed be the oldest known chalice in existence. Its design is similar to that of a chalice depicted in the mosaics of the Basilica of San Vitale in Ravenna. Melchizedek and Abel stand offering sacrifices, not on a pagan altar of fire, but on a table covered with a white cloth. On it are depicted 2 loaves of bread and a jeweled bowl with handles identical to the water-Newton chalice. The second silver bowl, which has an engraved inscription on its edges, In essentia et viventia, RVNT, the exact translation is difficult, but the general opinion indicates In essentia and viventia suggested this. Both inscriptions on the bowls include the Chi Rho with Alpha and Omega, which is an early Christian symbol. Most of the objects found are small plaques that were probably attached to the wall of a church as votive offerings. Some have holes for nails, such as the single gold plaque, and one has an inscription that reads, Anaquila has fulfilled the vow she made. The triangular leaf shape of most of them was originally pagan, but the Chi Rho monogram on these examples makes them the first finds to show that the practice was adopted by Christians. There is only one gold object in the treasure, a disc plaque engraved with Chi Rho and Alpha and Omega. The hoard raises many questions about when Christian beliefs became established in Roman Britain, how these particular objects were used, and the circumstances of their deposition. Christianity experienced a slow but steady growth in the empire during the 3rd century, with a departure from the polytheistic system. It was not until Constantine, in the 4th century, that Christianity became the preferred religion. However, it seems likely that the water-Newton silver was already in use in the 3rd century by a practicing Christian group, perhaps for baptism or communion. We are not sure why or when the objects were buried. They may have been stolen and hidden by thieves. Perhaps from a local church, but of course they were near the Via Ermin, so they may have been in transit. They may have belonged to a local church, but they had to be hidden during a period of persecution. We know that there were persecutions of Christians, starting in 235, 250 and 257. And then there was the Great Persecution of 302 to 304, started by Diocletian, when it is believed that Alban, a citizen of Verulamium, probably died. They may have remained in use much longer, but their hiding was necessitated by the breakdown of the rule of law in the late 4th or 5th century. The hoard dates from no later than the 4th century after Christ, as Kenneth Painter concluded in 1977. The objects shed light on areas of Christian history about which we know almost nothing. The water-Newton hoard is the earliest known group of Christian silver from the entire Roman Empire and can be seen in the British Museum. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Golden Treasure channel. Stay tuned for new updates and give the video a thumbs up in support.